power bringing if my burglar alarm starts ringing. What you think all the guns is for? All purpose.
Beats Planet.
Yo. What's happening, y'all? It's Bachelor Lombardi. We chilling. Holding it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Whiskey's implied, so I'm obviously holding it down for that too. Fresh off the day job and whatnot. Whatever. I hadn't talked to y'all in a solid moment. Not too long, but solid moment. What's good, man? What's good? A lot of things been on my mind lately. I guess I'll partially use my time now to, talk about some of those things. I feel like we have a lot less football fans than I really thought. And I'll explain that at some point. Also, if y'all ain't got nothing to talk about, because this may not be a long podcast, because I kind of do want to get in the shower and go play NCAA. It's been a long day. If y'all want to call in or, we want to touch into the chat box and, bring that element to life, we could do that. But I just really want to get that one topic going. But we got to be consistent with this chat box. Real Cowboy fan. I don't know if you too much care about being first, but Famo, you're first. Salute, Kevin True. Ray Noso, what's happening? Not Kevin True, Kevin 2, pardon me. Festerson, what's up, bro? Josie, Louie, Joe, legend Robert Strickland, Virginia's finest. What's up, Cowboys fan? The Rhines report. Go check them out. What up, Tristan? Damn, Justin. John, Niles, Thomas, Steve, Rude 3603, Chris, Brandon, Nick, Andrew Castillo, legend. What's up, man? Jake D. Listen, y'all. Dang, Vach. I can you mad from our back and forth on Twitter. We went back and forth on Twitter today, Jake D. What we talk about, Jake D? Nah, I wasn't mad by no Twitter beef. I don't even have Twitter beef. We just had a discussion. we just had a discussion. Oh, no. I'm not mad at that. You know, I'm aware people don't like the Cowboys, Jake. So, you know, this is just me bringing discussion to the table or whatnot, you know, just so we can, you know, come together as a community and, you know, just have that talk. But what really got me pissed off is I really think football fans don't like football, right? And this goes down to, like, you know, because I remember, you know, in my heavy battle rap fan days, I would hear people say all the time, "Oh, I'm not a fan of this rapper. I'm a fan of rap. I'm a fan of the sport. I like the game." Then my love for this rapper comes second, and that's what kind of, you know, that's kind of where this stems from, you know. You know, just doing this YouTube thing, you know, doing the film setup or whatnot, I interact with a lot of football fans, a lot more than I had previous interaction with. And most of those people would say that they are football fans. And it's just me getting this off my chest or whatever. The number to call in is 515-739-1285, access code 309-104. It's on the screen. You can call in if you like. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. But I'm really thinking it's a lot of football fans that ain't really football fans. They're more so fans of the politics of it. They're fans of the process of it. Or they're fans of, you know, their loyalty to that particular team, in which I think that's kind of crappy. And I have a few examples of this. You know, like, I just dropped a DeMarcus Lawrence video on my channel or whatever. Okay, I think it's a pretty damn good video if you ask me. But it was this one comment in particular, and people tell me, Vash, don't read the comments, but y'all my people, I can't just not read my comments, right? And he was like, "Oh, I didn't know this was a Cowboys channel. Peace." And I 100% gave him the holla at you, right? But my angle was, I had broken down like the Jaguars and their pass rush already. You know, I've done video on the sophomore pass rushers that year. I did Leonard Floyd, Ngakoue. I did Noah Spence, right? I did a video on those guys, right? And I am a Cowboys fan. But these hoes act like DeMarcus Lawrence wasn't top 3 in sacks this year. Last year, you know what I'm saying? So last year, when draft season was over, and draft season is over now, what I did last year was I did a compilation of videos for every team. Because I'm a football fan. I'm a Cowboys guy. We can fuss Cowboys all day. But I'm a football fan. This is another reason that kind of made me say that too. Like, I see a lot of people say that you know, they want to see great players get hurt. Why? I'm a Cowboys fan, but I really want to see what Saquon Barkley can do. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I don't want to see Odell Beckham sitting out. I want to see a healthy Odell Beckham. Now, I would like for us to win that game, but Odell Beckham is one of the best receivers in the game. Why would I not want to see that? And I think a lot of people are fans of their alliances opposed to fans of football. You know, you got some fans to where if their game comes on Monday, their team plays Monday, they won't even watch football on Sunday. I'll watch the Jets play the freaking Titans. You know what I mean? Like, I'll watch that. I can find some value in it because I'm a football fan. But there's some Patriots fans somewhere saying F the Jets. That's strange. Another I don't like football thing that I'm seeing a lot. I'm just going to cut red zone on to keep up with my fantasy team opposed to actually watching football. Trash, bro. Back to my previous point. So I made this DeMarcus Lawrence video, and I made it because he was top 3 in sacks or whatnot last year. He just happened to be a Cowboy. And this one cat, openly walked away from my channel, and that's fine. But he walked away from my channel because he was like, I didn't know this was a Cowboys channel. I didn't. Well, if you keep up with the channel, this is an every team channel. Vosh just happened to be a Cowboys fan, and DeMarcus Lawrence just happened to be top 3 in sacks last year. Did y'all not see that nasty wrist control dip bend move DeMarcus Lawrence had? That's worth showing. Like, some people would say Brett Coleman is my competition, whatever. But I watch Brett Coleman videos, right? And, Brett Coleman just made a video about the Eagles and how they're building their team. Y'all think, me as a Cowboys fan, I wouldn't watch that video because I don't like the Eagles. And I don't like the Eagles. But how they built their team and won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles is interesting to me. It's just strange, man. It's just real strange to me. People will neglect good football just to root for their alliances, You want to know something else, too? Before I get to the phone call I got up here. Let me check and see who I got up here. Okay, cool. Before I get to this phone call, it's another point I want to make too. I forgot it though. Fool around with Ferocious Film. Yes. Even like college stuff, right? In my mind, this what makes sense to me. You have a season, you're either good or you're bad. You get a draft position, you draft, and you get brand new players. And the point is I can't wait until football season so I can see what those new players do on my team. I feel some type of way when people ask me, yo, Vach, who you think the top 5 players in the 2019 class are? I don't know. I'm trying to get a good idea about what this class is going to do. Let's enjoy football for a bit. But there are some people that take the Mad mentality and wish that they could simulate the season. They're very excited for off season. They're excited for free agency, for draft, playoffs maybe. But before we can get through OTAs, yo, Vach, man, I really want to know what the da-da-da, but I say, what are we doing? I mean, sure, we have a reason to be fascinated with Joey Little Brother and Ed Oliver. Sure, we have a reason to be fascinated about them. But you want to know what's even more fascinating? Man, I want to know what kind of one-on-one looks Calvin really going to get and what he going to do with them, with Julio being on the house. Man, they may line Julio up at slot and then put Calvin at the you know what I'm saying? Like, that's interesting to me. Man, I wonder what Austin Corbett, what he's going to play. They're going to put him at tackle or they're going to play him at guard. That's what I want to see. Sure. damn, Vita Vea just going to line up at one tech right there and Jerry McCoy and Jason Pierre-Paul. I ain't really concerned about the next class because I still got this class on the brain. I don't even know what numbers all my players going to be wearing yet. I encourage everybody to rethink what your position is or what your stance is as far as your interest goes. I think a lot of people are fans of the offseason, fans of the process, fans of, I don't know, just the goings on of the NFL. There's probably some NFL fans, but I don't think a lot of people love football like we say they do. I'm just going to leave that there, and y'all can call in and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. It's just me kind of getting that off my chest or whatever. That was on my mind today. Appreciate y'all for listening. Let me jump to this phone call and see what's happening. 419, what's up, man? Who it is?
What's happening? What's Tommy from the 419?
Doski Woski, brother. What you got for the show?
Man, I agree with you about this football shit, man. I'm a fan of everything. I'm a Patriot fan, but I think Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback who ever played this game, man. You got to appreciate talent everywhere, man. I get it, man. But I got a question, man. You really fuck with Jason Garrett, man? I don't think he's good at all, man. I think Dez Bryant could have squeezed some more juice out of that orange, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you could have been more creative at getting them open. I felt like he gets good players already made. Like, Zeke was already made for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like he's a good talent evaluator or developer, personally. That's just my 2 cents.
And, I'm in a real strange spot with this whole Jason Garrett thing because when it comes to the Jason conversation, people either want to high five you or bite your head off. But I'm not super pro Jason Garrett like, yo, we got to have this dude. I just know the NFL. I know coaching carousels, and I know how this game is really, is really run. And what I would really hate to get rid of Jason Garrett, who can win you football games and playoff games and get you to the who can do all that.
Can he, though?
Yes, he can. He's done it before. He's done it before.
I mean, yeah, but that's when his back's against the wall, when he's about to get fired, and he's just got a good roster. Like, he has great rosters, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. I love all the players. I felt like he has not gotten everything out of those talent-filled seasons he had.
So let me kind of do this in sections or whatnot because all this can run together or whatnot. When Jason Garrett inherited the Dallas Cowboys, it was a mess. It was a great big mess. And it takes time to pull bad teams out of ruts, out of funks. And the Cowboys never had a complete team until recently, right? But at the start of Jason Garrett's tenure, the decision to build the offensive line became a thing. I think that was one of the greatest Cowboy moves.
I agree, because he was getting punched around, Romo was.
So that started to make sense to us. Okay, cool. We built our offensive line. Let's build a run game to go along with it. At the time, DeMarco Murray was the guy with the offensive line. Sure. And when you see DeMarco Murray doing his thing, because at once upon a time, it was Felix Jones and Marion Barber. Those guys aren't really good, but they were productive, but they weren't good. DeMarco Murray was good compared with the offensive line, and we finally put some pieces on defense. We let Rod Marinelli work his jelly because Monty Kiffin was trash. But Jason Garrett was the one to say, okay, Monty's not going to work no more. Let's put Marinelli in there. That was a Jason Garrett decision. And Marinelli can take scrubs and make that defense work. So let me say this. Let me touch on this. Let me touch. You were talking about player evaluation.
Go ahead.
Okay, you were talking about player evaluation. Cowboys have arguably drafted as at the best that they've ever drafted in recent history, and Jason Garrett is right there in that room with them. Now, granted, we have this dude that's kind of not the GM, but he's in head of player personnel side. His name is Will McClay. He's really a big part of what we do player acquisition wise. What he does is he get all the players and put them in the pool, and then he refers to Steven and Jerry and Jason, and then we pick the players from there. So let's not say Jason Garrett is a bad talent evaluator. Then for some reason there's this rumor that players don't develop under Jason Garrett. Well, we took a guy named David Irvin who was on the Kansas City Chiefs practice squad. We made him a starter. A second-round pick in DeMarcus Lawrence. He developed over time. He turned into the third-ranked guy in sacks last year. To be fair, Tyron Smith was a terrible pass blocker coming out of college, but Jason Garrett being the head coach, you got to put coaches around these these players to make it better.
I'm worried about my boy Dak, man. People, you know how it is for black quarterbacks. You got to come out here and prove it. You know, white quarterbacks, well, let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. Black dudes got to come out here and prove it. And I'm worried that the receiving core isn't going to be up to snuff because of Jason Garrett's
coaching. Don't worry about it. The Cowboys built the team in a certain way, and the 2 seasons in the past 4 in which we've had bad seasons, the most pivotal players from that system have gotten hurt, right? Tony Romo's gotten hurt, and Ezekiel Elliott was suspended, but Tyron Smith, who is one of the anchors of your offensive line, it was trash. Dak Prescott went from the most protected quarterback to the second most pressured within that matter of weeks. So people want to call Dak Prescott trash. People want to say Jason Garrett's bad for not being able to adjust. But damn, when your left tackle's trash, that's a personnel problem. That's not a coaching problem. There's not a coach that can pull you out of that rut. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I just was giving you a call, man. I appreciate you. I watch all your videos, man. You taught me a lot about watching the quarterback position, man. Wow. I really didn't know a lot of stuff before I saw you. Big fan. Like I said, Patriot fan. I still think Aaron Rodgers the GOAT, though. I'll holler at you, man.
Hey, man, salute. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Good call right there. Good call. What else y'all got? Let me look in this chat box, see what y'all talking about. Color ain't got a daggum thing to do with nothing. I'm gonna get all that. Cowboys D got to get back to the early bloodthirsty defense of the night. You know, I'm not really a big fan of, comparing the Cowboys to other teams, but let me see who's most annoying. I saw Cowboys, and I'm about to make a poll. I saw Cowboys, Patriots, and Eagles. Now, I think every fan base has the potential to be annoying, but man, I really get along with Jaguars fans, bro. like me and Jaguars fans, we just fit right in. Like we just like peas and carrots, bro. Another team, like another fan base I really get along with really well. I get along with Browns fans. I get along with, just our temperament works hand in hand, right? I see Browns fans and Browns like, yo, man, I'd be happy as hell if we go 8-8 this year. like they take small victories, bro. Cowboys can go, if Jason Garrett doesn't win us a Super Bowl next year, fire him. What the fuck? Huh? I don't agree with that. I made a post the other day, man. I said, look, I'm a Cowboys fan. Disclaimer. But 80% of Cowboys fans are idiots. That's what I said. So, like, if it's, I don't know, if it's 10 million Cowboys fans, like, only 2 million of them really make sense. The rest of them are trash. They're emotional idiots. They don't make sense. They're irrational. Let's jump into the phones real fast, see what's going on. 904, who this?
Boss Lombardi, what's going on, man? It's your boy UCF Jaguar. Finally catching one of these shows live.
Hey, what up, man? What's good, Illuminati Project? What's happening, bro?
Hey, what's going on with it? Hey, man, I heard you. I'm out here kind of straightening my room out a little bit. I heard you give a shout out to the Jacksonville Jaguar fans. So I had to call in and say tell you what's up with it, man. What's good?
Man, me and Jaguars fans. I don't know, man, but they show love on Reddit. They're appreciative. I show up with some film sessions. They don't come up saying, I wish you would have done film on this guy. They just happy somebody talking about their team. Love Falcons fans. I mean, I said Falcons fan. I was reading stuff. I love Jags fans, man. We just get along, man. What else you got for the show?
I think what Jaguar fans kind of appreciate about different YouTubers kind of making stuff is just because we don't really get much love nationally.
Yeah.
Usually there's just a lot of backhanded things said about the Jaguars. So, when they can come up on somebody that kind of puts out some content on their team that's not all filled with moving to London jokes or, all different kinds of whatever, Jacksonville being a lame city kind of jokes. And, when they can hear some football knowledge, they get a little excited about it.
Okay. Who's the most annoying fan base in the league, bro?
The most annoying fan base in the league to me are people that want to fire everybody over one little thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like you might have a personnel issue or something like that where, you ain't got nobody on your D line, and then, you're not getting pressure on the quarterback, and then all of a sudden you have all these people wanting to fire the defense coordinator after their first year in the system, at the first year on the job. It's like, y'all need to, I'm sure you hear that a lot of, about Cowboys fans. I feel like they're one of the worst for calling in and wanting to fire Jason Garrett, wanting to, cut Romo, cut Prescott, all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, to me, that's kind of my opinion on it.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. You want to plug your stuff? You want something, you got something you want to say to the people? What you want to do before I get you out of here, man?
Of course, man. Yeah, everybody. I got my own YouTube channel. I talk about exclusively Jaguars content. I do all different kinds of stuff, video recaps. I'll put out, film reviews. I pretty much do everything that you pretty much can involving the Jaguars. So you can find me at UCS, as in University of Central Florida, UCS Jaguar. 2 words. You can find me on YouTube and, just hit over 3,000 subscribers after being on the platform for about 12, 13 months. So, it's good stuff, man. Voch, I always appreciate you, man. Love the videos you put out, man. Learned a lot about, just football, just because I'm someone that kind of picked up football more in the, after I graduated, just in college and stuff like that. I never really played the game. I was more of a lacrosse player. So, just hearing the kind of film work that you put out is always, really appreciate it, man. And I love your stuff.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Salute, Doski Wojki. Go take a look at UCF Jaguar, man. I watch your stuff, man, because I just need to know about Jaguars news. Why? Because I need to know what Jaguars people are thinking. Why? Because they fool with Voch Lombardi, so I like to make videos for them. Take it easy, bro. Gia, Soldier's DNA. Somebody say, Voch, are you still making film sessions? Absolutely. I ain't doing college film session right now. But what I'm going to do, this is NFL film session season. So I'll be doing like top whatevers from now till like August. Well, like preseason start. Then when preseason starts, I'm going to get back into the rookie game. And I'll be breaking down Saquon as a Giant, Vita Vea as a Bear. Excuse me. Michael Gallup as a Cowboy. Dallas Goedert as an Eagle. I'll be doing that kind of thing. Next week or whatnot. So Sports Guru 95 dropping a 199 in the super chat. Appreciate you, Greg, and still dropping a deuce in the super chat. 2 big shouts out to y'all, man. Salute. Bold statement. We'll have a top 3 defense this year. We have amazing depth. Next man up. Trust the system. I don't know what team you talking about, but I will say the Giant fans were very annoying to me until they went 3-13. You ain't hear nothing from them. Giants fans get humble real quick. But so far, I got Cowboys, Patriots, and Eagles. Who else are annoying? I remember the Broncos fans annoyed. Let me tell you how annoying the Broncos fans were me. How annoying they were to me. I was invited on the Broncos, like on this Broncos podcast or whatnot. I was invited just to come on, talk my talk, whatever. And I was asked to do a prediction. I was like, okay, I'm a Cowboys guy. Cowboys were the better team, in my opinion. A lot of people tell you that. I thought the Cowboys were going to win. Trevor Siemian was playing quarterback, right? And, the Broncos beat the Cowboys, really bad. And for whatever reason, I was jumped on because I was so out of line for thinking that the Cowboys could possibly beat the Broncos. Shut up, Broncos fans. I don't even want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They was really getting on to me, man, when I was doing the podcast, bro. I mean, and then I'm coming on this show as Cowboys guy. Of course I'm going to rep the Cowboys as Cowboys guy on your show. You just kind of showed up talking crazy to me, man. Shut your face. I ain't got time for that. But I do have some film sessions coming up. I'm going to be working on Casey Hayward film session. I think I'm gonna have a Antonio Brown film session. Not an Eagles fan, but I'm gonna do a Nick Foles film session. It's very interesting what Nick Foles did. And I'll probably take some more requests after I get those out of the way. We'll just cross that road whenever we get there. Call into the show, 515-739-1285. If not, I'm going to go take a shot and play NCAA 2014. I'm just saying. And I also got to look into that situation that the patrons made possible. Vach, who's your early defensive rookie and offensive rookie of the year? I don't know. That might have to be a show for next time, but I don't know. I haven't really sat down and thought about it. Jalen Gaines has a question. They ain't just put the question. They say, I have a question. What you got, Jalen Gaines? What's your question? And I'm probably going to wrap this thing up pretty soon. Let me see what they talking about. You should really make a Mariota film. Nah. I tell you what, man, a lot of this stuff comes down to what I feel like doing. You know, Aubrey Graham said, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. That's what Drake said, you know. And I normally make film sessions that are fun to me or that I'm interested in or I want to learn some more about, or if I'm in an argument, I want to validate what I'm saying, I go watch film. Hey, Vach, any chance you have film on Calais Campbell? Go and check my Jaguars sack videos. I think I got 2 of them, one against the Colts and one against the Texans. I think they both got like 10 and 11 sacks that game. So I got a lot of Calais Campbell sprinkled up in there. Go check that out. Okay, with that being said, let me go to OBS. Let me hit this button before I go, though. Beep. The YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Vach Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. Okay, we back. We got a super chat. Let's see. Alien. Cat in the super chat dropped a dub in there. Salute to you, Alien. He said, Vash, love the stuff. What do you think about us Colts fans? Out of curiosity. Don't really have an opinion about Colts fans. I don't see them much. Only time I see Colts fans is when they're arguing with Panthers fans about who's better out of Cam Newton and Andrew Luck. I choose not to get in that type of discussion. You know, I don't really have the answers to back up or debate that. But Colts fans are very passionate. But I will say Colts fans and we share a similar sentiments in that I do think a lot of people are sleeping on the Colts for the wrong reason. The Colts have been terrible because Andrew Luck has been hurt. When Andrew Luck is healthy, he can take a bad team and make them good. The Colts have been doing a decent job of making the team better while Andrew Luck has been out. Even though they've still been trashed because, you know, Matt Hasselbeck, Curtis Painter, guys like that, Scott Tozine, those guys exist. So the team has still been terrible, but they have been making the team better. I think when Andrew Luck comes back, guys like Marlon Mack will be so much better. T.Y. Hilton, I think, led the league in receiving with Matt Hasselbeck, if I'm not mistaken. You know, receivers on that team will be better. The run game will be better. Plus, the Save Luck campaign became like a real thing this year. The Colts doubled down on guard. Braden Smith and Quentin Nelson. Hulk Hogan, Quentin Nelson. So Stanley Rookie Williams, if you don't mind me saying. So, you know, with that to be said, I don't know. I don't hear much from Colts fans, right? If Sam Pena didn't exist, I wouldn't hear much from Chargers fans. Like, some fans just don't really bark that much. And to be fair, if the Colts made the playoffs the past 3 years, we'll probably hear more from them. But as of now, I agree with what the chat box been saying. Cowboys, Patriots, and Eagles are pretty annoying. I say Packers fans kind of made me mad too, but I don't know. It is what it is. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Salute to you. Yeah, like I was saying, that's it. So, like I said, man, the Patreon is more important than food, water, and threesome. Somebody get into the some research now regarding that. Give this video a like if y'all haven't. If you're watching this video on demand, you can like it and leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm sure you're subscribed already if you're watching this, though. But, hey, man, if y'all hold it down for the Doski, Woski, the Peasky, Whiskey's implied, y'all just continue to have a nice day. And be cool. It's Bosh Lombardi. Salute y'all. Peace.